All right, we're back now with David Kass. We've got our audio problem sorted out, a professor of finance at the University of Maryland. Let's look at the David Sokol issue as a teachable moment. You teach students about this, but I'd like to know what you would teach Warren Buffett here about maybe internal controls at the company. Would you be saying, hey, listen, maybe you need to know what's going on, and a list of stocks passed around isn't strong enough?
Well, I would certainly raise the issue of corporate governance. I think in this case, certainly Mr. Sokol, I believe, should have revealed the size of his very large position in Lubrizol, and perhaps there should have been some reporting requirement, some kind of financial disclosure, an obligation on Mr. Sokol's part to reveal his investments. And I would recommend in the future that Berkshire perhaps institute some stronger rules in that regard.
Well, I mean, do they have an obligation to their shareholders to be more transparent in that way?
Definitely. I think that is certainly true. I would certainly also ask the question, what do other large corporations do in this regard? Other organizations that make large acquisitions, do they require their senior executives to reveal their investments? Are there, for example, annual financial disclosures that are required? And if so, maybe Berkshire should consider doing the same.
David, do you really expect, though, that Warren Buffett will do much to change Berkshire Hathaway? He's been running this company for almost 50 years the same way, or in much the same way. His philosophy is buy a company and allow the people whom you acquire to continue doing their job. It would appear that's what he did in the case of David Sokol. Should we really expect Warren Buffett to start implementing some kind of effective corporate governance procedure, real oversight for insider buying and selling?
Well, I would think this would not be a major restriction on his senior staff. I think he would still remain the trusting individual that he is, but he could, for example, require a financial disclosure report to Mr. Hamburg, the general counsel of Berkshire Hathaway, for Mr. Hamburg to review. Otherwise, the reporting arrangements and the culture of Berkshire does not need to change.
Well, what does this mean for the succession question? You yourself said you were stunned by this, and certainly David Sokol was the person a lot of people were looking to take over.
Well, I believe that certainly things have changed. I looked at David Sokol as the heir apparent. And last week, Mr. Buffett, when he was in India, he mentioned that his first choice to succeed him is Ajit Jain. Now, Ajit has said he doesn't want the job, but perhaps he will change his mind in the future. But assuming he doesn't, I would think someone like Greg Abel would be perhaps high up on the list or next on the list. And for example, with respect to Mr. Abel, in Warren Buffett's letter to shareholders posted on the Berkshire website, he praised both Dave Sokol and Greg Abel for being just about the best managers of any public utility in the country. So he linked Greg Abel with Dave Sokol, and I think as an excellent manager at Mid-America,
Well, maybe we'll get to learn a lot more about them. We're going to have to end it there, though. David Kass, thank you so much for sticking with us, professor of finance at the University of Maryland.